baby. 89 Cavs are back. What's going on, guys? How we doing?
I'm doing pretty good. It was crazy. I was running a couple errands today, and the basketball court was not packed. But for some reason, like I think every Tuesday or Wednesday, there's this dude that's there, right? And he's listening to like old like R&B funk, and he's just playing with a staff, and he's doing this shit across two hoops. You get what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I just want to ask him a couple questions of like, why is he doing such things? But I'm scared that he might attack me. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, my question is, you know how sometimes like 3-on-3 is harder on your body than running full?
For sure.
Is half court staffing harder on your body than running full?
I should ask him that. That's what I should ask him for sure.
I got a question. Talking about just like random stuff in the city. What are your thoughts on people putting dog poop in trash cans?
That's cool.
As opposed to where? I'm not. I think you're the only dog owner. So
I am the only dog owner. I was actually on the phone with my parents yesterday, taking the dog for a walk. Bandy took a dookie. We picked it up. There's a outside trash can that's bagged. It's lined. Put the trash in there. This guy comes out. He's like, not in my trash. And I, was feeling some feels yesterday. So we had a dialogue about this where I was like, oh, why not this trash? Is this a special trash? And he's like, it's a special trash that poop doesn't go in. And I was like, well, I would like to point out the 4 other bags of dog poop that are in there. What are you gonna what happened? You want me to take it out? He's like, it attracts roaches. You ever heard that?
Nah. He's freestyling. I never heard that in my life. He's freestyling.
Oh, and I was close. It could feel like the improv stuff kicking in. We're like, oh, let's continue this game. But we get out of there as fast as we could. Yeah, but that was like another. That was just it's similar vibes to no staff. There was no staff involved. But it was just I just got questions. I got questions.
Yeah, people need to feel strong.
That's what it was.
It's great. Oh, there's roaches in there. My man, if you don't live in New York, anybody watching, you give up any prevention of pests and rodents or whatever by living in this city. There's roaches everywhere. There's mice everywhere. Nothing you do, no amount of dog poop you don't have in your single trash can will prevent it from the legitimately 150 other ones on that block.
Yeah, it's insane.
I've wiped out families of mice.
Of course.
Yeah, it's just waves. It's just waves of mice. Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, all right. Anyway, sorry. I hadn't talked about that. Yeah,
I feel you. You sound like a dickhead. You sound like a dickhead for sure.
And then you spend like the next hour being like, wait, was I the dickhead? Maybe I'm not supposed to be putting poop in people's trashes.
I'm always putting when I used to dog sit, I'm throwing that shit in whatever trash can by me. I don't care.
I came in his house and then outside. We're in the street.
For sure.
Justin, good to see you again. Last time I saw you, you were basking in the glory of Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren, and Malik Beasley's 45 shot attempts. How are you doing?
Oh, we're chilling. Yeah, if you don't know, went to the Pistons-Nets game. Saw the Pistons win 1 of 2 of their 2-game winning streak. Yeah, 2 games is a streak. I'll count it. If 2 points make a line and 2 games make a streak, that's how it goes. With the block of tickets that I had an extremely hard time finding anyone willing to go see these teams. But it's going good, man. I'm just trying to keep it firing like Malik Beasley. That's how I know. So I'm trying to keep it pushing, just eyes on the prize.
I have a question though. I have a question. So, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful manner.
No.
Was Cam Thomas fire like that? Because I've been hearing so many mixed things about Cam Thomas, and I feel like he's a guy you should root for. Was he efficient or was he just going with the motions? You get what I'm saying?
It kind of felt like they were locking him up a little bit. And I don't know what lockdown defenders Detroit has, but it seemed like they were just like, we're going to make somebody else beat us, and they just kept throwing doubles at him. I think, right? Is that what you saw, Justin?
Yeah, he wasn't getting much off. Honestly, a lot of their offense was coming from Cam Johnson.
It was.
Sure.
Cam Johnson threes. He scored like 20 in the first half. But yeah, I was also looking for the Cam Thomas like chuck contest, but it's mostly like solid basketball from him and mostly getting locked up. He wasn't forcing.
For sure.
Yeah, it was surprising. No, I was just gonna say, yeah, because I was ready for the fireworks of shots he was gonna throw up, but he didn't do it. He didn't like force anything.
Yeah, looking at it, he was 6 of 17, which is
that's all right.
Yeah,
it's all right.
That's like 10 under his average, I think.
Yeah, but
I will say it wasn't like an offensive explosion from either team. I'm looking at the box score, like what happened? It was a lot of slow, kind of boring basketball. It's the first time I've been into the Barclays Center since the WNBA Finals for Liberty, and my God, it is so much different. If the energy is not even nearly the same,
dude, it's night and day.
Yeah, I mean, one team's good and one team's bad. So it's like,
hey, the Nets are 3 and 4. They're all right.
We'll see how long they can keep it up there.
Dude,
but my question about Cam is, do you think he'll be better? Because this is the argument I usually see online. Do you think he'll be better as a 6-man or the guy driving the bus?
6-man.
He's a 6.
For sure.
He's a wider Jordan Clarkson. Like
no, I see it though. I see it. I feel it, and I see it.
If Jordan Clarkson was on a team that wasn't smart about tanking, like Jordan Clarkson's not allowed to live his life in Utah right now. They're like 22 minutes and that's it, Jordan. Yeah. If he was on Brooklyn and Jordy Fernandez was like, we're out here trying to win some games right now, Clarkson would be averaging like 32, I think.
For sure.
So I think that, yeah, it's but I think he'd be a great 6-man, like Lou Will's style, right? He just comes off the bench. If he's hot, you let him run. And if he's not, you're like, okay, 12, 15 minutes, whatever.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. But we gotta. I can't believe we started Brooklyn, Detroit. That's my bad, guys. That's bad hosting. That's bad hosting.
But speaking of the East,
yeah, there you go.
Oh,
go ahead.
Man.
Go ahead, Justin.
Come on.
This is the '89 Cavs, and we have to talk about the league's best team right now,
yes,
and that is none other than the Cleveland Cavaliers with an 8-0 start.
It's crazy.
Best record in the league. I think the Thunder also are. Haven't lost a game, but they're only 7-0. So technically best record yet.
Hey, the Jinky Majinky is back. Garland, I don't know what juice you've been drinking. I don't know how your Nashville chicken restaurant's been booming, but you are playing with all the confidence in the world, and I'm fucking with it. It. But I am skeptical. I am skeptical because I still think Boston is the best team, but I'm enjoying this run, though. This run has been impressive. How long do you guys think it's going to last, though?
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Do you think this is more like do you think this is more regular season run, or can you see like some postseason run? But I shouldn't. You asked the question, and then I asked another question. So that's
your question's better. I'll answer.
No, it's
this is what I think. I personally think like all they really need to do is like make a trade for like some spark off the bench, because I'm dead ass serious. I don't know half the dudes on the bench, but from what I've seen, they've been playing pretty hard. I think because they have 2 dudes that are like for real, like locked down in Allen and like Mobley. Yo, they might cause some issues for a couple teams in the East during the playoffs. I'm not gonna say they're gonna fucking go to the finals, but they might fuck around and go to the Eastern Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's like the combination of how they're playing right now, but also the rest of the East isn't really scaring anybody right now.
100%.
So, you know what I mean? Like
100%.
We'll talk about the Bucks and the Sixers in a little bit, but even like Orlando looked kind of nice, and then Paolo goes down for 2 to 4 weeks, right? Or I mean, longer than that, 4 to 6 weeks, excuse me.
Yeah.
And Tyrese Halliburton is looking not super duper. Like I know they're winning some games right now, but he looks like me after going in for a commercial audition. Like he looks a little unsure about himself and his choices.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think like the rest of the East is a little shaky. Like Celtics, you feel good about. Knicks, like you will feel good about. But then I'm with you. They play defense. They've got like you're right, Jinky Majinky. Garland's back. He dropped like what was it, 32 and 9 or 38 and not something like that.
It was when he pulled it back and shot the 3. I yelled. I said, "My man's is back."
He had one of those like at the end of the game, one of those bucket layups that I feel like you see once a year, where it was almost like just like padded it up like it was a real short person thing. Like the first time an 8-year-old gets a layup up, that's what they do. And I was like, oh man, we're doing this like that. Yeah, he's back. He's back
for sure.
Yeah, this is the team we thought they could be last year, right? Like we thought that this group of players, if they could get it together, they could get it working. Like have Garland and Mitchell working, right? Figuring out the Allen and Mobley rotation with Mobley stepping up. They should be a good team. 8-0 is wild, but that may be the ceiling for this team. They could. I mean, they certainly have the talent to win like 60 games. And like you said, the East is shaky, and this team is more or less has been stable. I think like the teams at the top of the standings right now are all the stable teams, like them and the Celtics. They pretty much bringing the same teams back, with the Cavs having a better coach. No disrespect to the Pistons coach, but yeah,
a little bit.
JB Bickerstaff. But JB Bickerstaff is like a intermediary coach. He's there to get you to the playoffs, and then usually get rid of him and get a guy in to try to win. So it's looking good.
I had to go back and look too because I wasn't sure like who they had beaten yet, and I was like, "Man, is it? Am I getting fooled again? Was this like the Wizards?" So they start with Raptors, the team that's on a 2-game winning streak, the Detroit Pistons, the Wizards, but then it's like Knicks, Lakers, Magic, and then back to back against the Bucks. Like that's not nothing. That's not nothing. No. Those are like real wins there.
But it's some of that too, but like getting early season momentum and really you take the Celtics out. The Celtics will probably finish 1 or 2 at worst. Who else is really in contention with them? The Knicks or the Sixers? Yep. Nobody in their right mind trusts the Sixers just because Embiid has talked about never playing in back-to-backs, and Paul George is notoriously injured. And then the Knicks, who knows? The Knicks actually could. But other than that, it's like there's not really any competition for their spot. If they are going to maintain this level or even kind of close to it, this is easily a top 3 team in the East.
Yeah, and I mean, like, 100%. And they're seeing Mobley like do a little bit more. Like he's already a defensive monster, but they're seeing him do a little bit more offensively. And they still don't have the hottest NBA player in the game right now, Max Strus, right?
Which is crazy though, because I had to look what his injury was like in the off season, right? Like in practice or something.
It was like right before. It was like during training camp, I think. Yeah. And Karis LeVert missed a little bit of time too. So like
Dean Wade is out, or was out or is out. So like these are their guys. This is pretty much the same roster.
Exactly.
And they finally Atkinson's finally getting something out of what's his name, Isaac Okoro too, who's been kind of disappointing leading up to the season, and he's like showed up a little bit. I'm with you. I believe in it. I still don't know if you get into a 7-game series and they're rolling out Mobley and Allen together and Mobley's not consistently knocking down threes. I feel like teams can game plan around that, where they're like, oh, you're going to put 2 bigs out here and you can't figure out spacing. Like, we'll bang you up a little bit. But I think it speaks more to where the East, like heading into the season, I feel like we were all kind of like, oh man, the East isn't the church league anymore. And then they said, prayers up, baby. they said we still got some church in us.
They definitely got church in us, because in Philadelphia, good God almighty, what is going on to my old city? Did you guys, hold on. I just want you guys, I don't know if you watched them play the Suns, because it was insane to me. It's insane to me. Maxey blows 2 free throws, right? Yeah. Blows 2 free throws, whatever, right? Kevin Durant does what Kevin Durant does. Then Nick Nurse doesn't take a fucking timeout. And then Paul George does this ridiculous shot. I was like, yo, come on, Nick. I know you better than this, man. Dude, just hit us with this.
If you're Maxey and it's a 2-point game.
Come on, yeah, man.
You've been playing all season.
Yes.
Averaging like 30 plus a game almost.
Yes.
And you see Paul George in his first game back take that bullshit mid. Do you think Steve Ballmer just like lit up a cigar? Just like, yep, that's right, baby. Rolling foul instead. If I was Maxey, I'd be so mad. Also,
it was the worst.
One more call out, Andre Drummond. Where have you been, Andre Drummond? Remember we were like, when the best center in the league gives you a call in the offseason to come back you up, you got to get there. And then, you know what? Embiid hasn't played, and Drummond had like one game where he like balled out first game of the year, and then has just been He's getting outplayed by the French dude, Yabusele. He's outplaying out there. You can't call
That's insane though. That's insane though.
you can't call yourself
Is
the
it?
best rebounder of all time, and then Yabusele, fresh off of like Real Madrid or wherever he was playing, starts taking your minutes down the stretch.
You expect Andre Drummond to not be a front runner, man? The team is bad. He's not going to step up. And if we're talking about the Sixers, like, hey, let's be honest, this team is good. Like, not only have injuries, they're a little old. I'm like looking at the roster. Kyle Lowry, Eric Gordon, even Paul George, like that's 38, 35, 34. Yeah. These are the ages of my men's run. All right, my old man's run.
He said they had the Y. This is when I'll be playing with the homies at the Y. It's crazy.
And it's dope to still be in the league. I'm not dissing them, but they got all those dudes on one team. And you need all those dudes to be good for them to be good. So it's just
it's tough. I still think you throw Embiid out there, they're immediately like a top 4 team. Like Embiid's 100%. So good. We got some news today that Embiid's apparently you can't get suspended. Like your suspension doesn't start if you are unable to play. And so technically he should be available to play because the suspension starts now. He's going to be back on Tuesday for the first like in-season tournament, the Emirates Cup game. So he's suspended 3 games for shoving the reporter, which I think kind of everybody's come to terms. Did you not hear about this, Steve?
I thought he punched him. I didn't know it was a shove. I thought he punched him.
Somebody that was trying to make sure they got paid by Elon at the end of the month with some Twitter engagement said that there was an assault. And supposedly he put his hand on his shoulder and gave him a little bit of a shove.
Okay.
That's what happened. So, which, like, obviously, you're not supposed to be hitting some people. You got to be the better person, whatever. I think we can all agree, like, it's fine.
Like, for sure. For sure.
I'm okay with it. I don't know if anybody's like, it's a freedom of speech. He's suppressed. Like, I don't think anybody's coming around to Marcus Hayes'.
If we're going to talk about, you have, there's obviously, you're supposed to be the journalists and the players, but if you invoke somebody's dead relative, what you think will happen, man?
Yeah,
what do you think will happen? Like, you just know, like, this man is 7 foot. He might put hands on you.
Right. Yeah. And I, like, imagine Adam Silver called up Embiid and was like, we're going to suspend you a couple of games. But then, like, dapped him up. It was like, I get it. We'll suspend you a couple games, but we'll Venmo you.
Here's my question. Here's my question. Do you think he called? He told him, like, all right, so we thinking he's how long you think you're gonna be out? And he said 3 games, and he was like, all right, just activate yourself earlier so he can be back to be suspended. So he's just technically serving the suspension, but is still like doing the same thing he would have did if he was like injured.
Dude, it's not a coincidence that he's back in time for the in-season tournament.
For sure.
Like, well, look at us. We got so lucky. Embiid's ready for the biggest night of in-season action. Like, there was no accidental coincidences there. Yeah. So where do you guys think, like, Embiid comes back? Like, I mean, I guess it's just too much of forecasting to be like, can they stay healthy? But, like, do you think they, like, turn this around a little bit? Or are they, I know we're going to talk about the Bucks next, are they just in shit show mode from here on out?
I think it's going to be a shit show. I think you just can't trust Paul George. He's just never fully healthy. And when he is fully healthy, it's not enough. You feel me? Yeah. It's just not enough. And I feel like Embiid is not going to be healthy because he's played the Olympics with the fucked up. What was it? Was it his leg, his knee?
Yeah, they say it's his knee, but they also said it wasn't an injury.
For real? Okay.
That's why. So the Sixers got fined $100,000 because they're not disclosing the injury, which is crazy. Like,
that is insane.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, this is part of the ramp up process. And it was like, ramp up from what? Like,
I feel like Embiid is a dickhead. We could all agree he's a grade A dickhead. Yeah. And I feel like if you're a grade A dickhead, you want to be on the court. I don't think he's lying. I don't think he's being lazy. Yeah. I think for real, he's hurt and he can't play through this. So he needs his time to, like, get better. But if your second piece or third piece is injured as well, and it's just Maxey with the keys to the bus, it's not going to be that great when you have Kyle Lowry, 38, and all of these other veterans on the team that are just like past their peak. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a shit show for them. But because Philly's in my heart, I do hope they turn it around. I do.
I hope they do too. I love Maxey.
He's the best.
Yeah,
he's the best. He's the best.
I think they have the opportunity to do it, man. It's like it's hard to future cast because we just haven't seen them on the court. Like we haven't seen their guys, so it's hard to know what is it gonna look like. But the East is like they should be good. Even if they're disappointing, they should still be regular season good.
Yeah. Again, especially when you look around and like the Pacers don't look right, like the Magic are hurt. Like there's no reason. But it is wild because right, or the Bucks next are on our list here. Yeah, the two worst teams in the East are the Sixers and the Bucks right now. The Toronto Raptors have more wins. The Washington Wizards have more wins. Like what?
My take is Giannis is just not a bad boy. We have to, if you're gonna play fake GM, you have to be a bad boy. You have to be you can't be a freak of nature. You have to have a high basketball IQ and you have to be a dog on the court. And I don't think his IQ is that crazy because you're going to trade Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard when your team never had that much defense in the first place. Like he was your anchor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's not working. There's no chemistry between those two dudes. And it's only gonna get worse. And then out of all the coaches in the world you can get, why don't we get the guy who's the biggest choke artist on this side of the NBA? Giannis, bro. What if Giannis, if you get out of there, you have to be Robin. That's my take. If Giannis gets out of Milwaukee, whatever team you're on, you must be Robin.
Dude, you know what? That is such a fun rule that should be instituted where, like, if you are the star of the team and then you, like, flame out and you're like, get me out of here, you're not allowed to be the alpha on the next guy.
You get demoted?
You have
to get demoted. You have to, bro. You have to.
It's like West Ham. You're gonna go from the Premier League to the Championship. Like you can't be. Oh, Giannis is going to OKC. Well, get in line behind SGA and Chet and Jay. You can't do interviews.
No, yeah, I agree, 100%.
Oh my God, like KG? How dare you, dude? Oh, I guess was KG the alpha, or was he second in line behind the truth, Paul Pierce? This is a good example of that.
That's a good example. I think he was behind Paul Pierce for sure.
Yeah,
it's Paul Pierce. Like he was there for like what, 10, 11 years. It was his. It was his squad.
I tell you what, not anymore. Not if you go back to Boston now. Paul Pierce is wilding.
For sure.
Yeah, Paul Pierce is he letting you know he's from Inglewood. He's living his life. He's living the most authentic version. It's very funny that we all thought of KG as the wild boy, and now KG is very much like hey man, calm down. Okay, man,
we live.
We live. For sure.
The guy that once said we're bringing everything to this playoff series, the Uzis, the AKs, right? And now he's like, hey, Paul, man, red Paul. Lights on, man.
Yeah, stop calling strippers on camera.
But man, back to Milwaukee though for a second. Like all their hopes right now are on Chris Middleton coming back, and I hate to be the guy to tell you, he doesn't play defense. Like that's not a guy. He's gonna go get buckets, and he looked nice in the playoffs, but he had not one but two ankle procedures. They said he's still not doing like 5-on-5 stuff. Like he's not close to coming back yet. And all of a sudden being like, hey man, we got Gary Trent Jr. on a vet minimum this offseason. Well, it's looking like he was supposed to get a vet minimum. Like he's not looking good. Brooke Lopez is finally aging into Robin. Like it is.
Yeah. It looks rough. It looks beyond rough.
Yeah. And I don't think they have moves. Like I don't think they've got moves to make at this point, right? Like I
have no idea. It's what I think is insane is I didn't think it would turn out this bad. Even if like they were like a third seed that gets to like conference finals that doesn't make it, I was like, all right, that's the worst outcome for this team. But to get knocked out first round, it's insane. It's insane. Like,
and like we did this with the Cavs, right? But like these are the teams they lost to. Like they lost 2 games to the Cavaliers. They're undefeated, sure. They lost to Memphis. Fine. The Celtics, fine. They also lost to Brooklyn and Chicago. Like, it's not, you know what I mean? It's not like they had the worst schedule in the world. They should have more than one win. But yeah, I don't know. Do you think Giannis is on the team next year?
Nah, man. I think if it ends up like this, that trade deadline gonna be fun for us. That's all I'm saying. If it keeps continuing like this, that trade deadline, because the two favorites are Miami and OKC, right?
Boston and OKC. Oh wait, for him to go to. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
for him to land to. Yeah, I would think so. Miami, OKC. There was somebody. I feel like there's one more team that I'm blanking on. Oh, like Brooklyn. I feel like Brooklyn was mentioned.
Really?
Which, listen, I'm sorry. I'm not buying that. I don't know anybody looking at the Brooklyn roster being like Nick Claxton.
we honestly don't know. We don't know what can happen because none of us expected Dame to be in Milwaukee. So
right,
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and also like last one in, first one out. Like they're not gonna just get rid of Giannis. It's gonna be like, all right, well, Dame for something.
Right.
They're gonna try to panic that if they do anything because as much they also in that position of we won a championship recently. We have a hyper marketable star.
Mm-hmm.
Ownership is like, we can just keep putting Giannis on the banner. Y'all still come to these games even if we're disappointed.
Yeah. How long ago? Wait, is that 4 years ago when the Bucks won the title?
2021. Yeah. The last, I would say the last good finals for sure.
Yeah. Oh, Celtics pretty good. All right.
Come on, man. Look.
But they're almost running out of time to be like, we won a title. Like, Celtics got one, Warriors got one, Nuggets got one, and then it was the Bucks. Yeah. All right. Yes, they can hold on to that for a couple more years, but yeah, they're in a weird spot. I don't really. I feel better about Philly than I do about Milwaukee.
Oh, you have to. Yeah. At this point,
because Milwaukee just feels like a sinking ship. Where Philly's like, oh, can they get it together? It's a lot of new pieces, and they have Maxey as the young guy. Mm-hmm. But like you said, the Bucks are old with a coach that is known not the coach who's going to turn you around. I mean, the internets are saying, I think it was Zach Harper was like, Doc is looking real Monty Williams-ish.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If Doc gets another job after this, somebody gotta catch the fade with him. It's disrespectful. The job market is insane. Yo, bro. Like, for real? Let's chill. Let's be for real. He doesn't deserve another job after this. Let's be for real. We know ball. He should not get another job.
See, you're thinking wrong. You think I mean a coaching job. No, Doc Rivers gonna do what he always does: get fired, get paid, and go work for TV.
Respectfully, he shouldn't be on TV. His voice is crazy. He's not funny. He's not charming. Doc Rivers need to sit in his crib and enjoy the little bread he got from Boston Clippers. That's what he need to do.
I'm telling you, he's gonna get fired. He's gonna get that full 3-year salary. He's gonna be the head color commentator for Amazon Prime NBA.
And I need Richard Jefferson to catch the fade with him for UFC boxing match. That's what I need. That's what I gotta end to, bro. Because this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Doc and Darvin Ham are gonna start a podcast that just said how we got here with Doc and Darvin.
I would listen to that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll check an episode.
Man, I'm not to talk politics or the election, but I did see a tweet this morning was like, this is when we knew. It was Doc's commercial. It was like, hey, you can't, come on, that can't be the guy. That can't be the spokesperson. Up 3-1. Can't do that.
I would say
blame him. I fuck with it. Let's do that. Let's just blame Doc Rivers for that. I'll fuck with it.
I will say the last thing on the Bucks. I hope we don't lose Giannis to their garbage, right? Like Giannis as a fun player, fun star who's on a good team and is in marquee games. Because obviously he's still very good. But I want him to be on a good competitive playoff team and not just a dude who's on a team that's the 6th seed. And you're like, man, remember when Giannis was fun?
Yeah, dude. I wasn't planning. We didn't have this on the agenda, but I know Steve's not going to say no. I think Denver's kind of in a similar spot right now with how things are rolling out, where the Aaron Gordon injury. Steve's beaming right now. Steve's memeing. With the way Jamal Murray battling concussions right now. Wait, do you see Hornets? Oh, getting some big soon. All right, I'll save that for ourselves. We'll get you some Hornets talk in the chat. But the way Jamal Murray battling concussion, Aaron Gordon's going to miss a handful of weeks, and now you know who also was doing what Steve was just doing? Russell Westbrook. He's ready. He's like, finally, the keys to the castle. But they've got no moves left either. And similar to Giannis, they've got like one of the best for Steve, one of the best players in the world who's going to be on a play-in team.
Yo, hold on. You think it's gonna get that? Hold on. Bro, the Nuggets will be in the 6th place. You think it's gonna get that bad, bro?
Dude, listen, they're barely
Jokic is insane right now.
I know, but they're barely good with that. And now you take Aaron Gordon away, who is their second best player right now.
How long is he out for?
I think 4 to 6 weeks.
Woo! Okay,
right?
I take what I said back.
They beat the Raptors in overtime, the Brooklyn Nets in overtime, and then they survived RJ Barrett. If it was an arcade game, that 3 would have counted. Like it hit the back of the rim with a little thing that would have counted on the scoreboard and then rimmed out. That's like 3 of their 4 wins. I think the other one was they lost to Minnesota. They lost to OKC, the Clippers. I forget what the other one was. But they're like, they don't look good when they're healthy right now. And now you take away Gordon.
They lost to the Raptors on Monday.
They're fucked. I didn't know it was bad like that.
Yeah. They lost to Toronto?
Or did they? No, excuse me, my bad. I'm reading this backwards. They beat them. You're right.
There was a 4th win, I think, because I think they're 4-3, but I forget who that was. But yeah, I think like legit, man. I think they're similar to Giannis, where they're just, I don't know what moves they have. They're paying Michael Porter Jr. like crazy money. They just re-signed Aaron Gordon. They just maxed out Jamal Murray. Like they're looking at Christian Brown being like, can you be an all-star?
Hey man, your GM, not your GM, the Denver GM. My apologies. You just had to pay a couple people, KCP, Bruce Brown, but now you're giving all that money to MPJ. I don't think you can flip MPJ.
Yeah. No, you can't. Like who's signing up for it? Like who's like, oh, thank God, MPJ, you know?
The Lakers? No.
I don't even think they would want that.
That's true. They might not be that desperate, right?
No.
And that's not what it is, but it's just like, why would you want a high-paid shooter? Their bet, like the ownership is clearly cutting costs. Their bet is on their young guys, and their young guys have been at best fine. Christian Brown is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Peyton Watson is fine, right? I guess he hasn't really shown too much. I guess he had like a decent-ish scoring game. Yes, last time. Julian Strawther's fine. Like they need more than you can't lose good championship players and replace them with fine and then expect it to be happy.
Right.
And it's just not. I mean, I'm watching that, and they're like wax like without Gordon, because I saw that game against the Timberwolves where it was a lot of Aaron Gordon keeping him in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then once Gordon got less hot towards the end of the game and they got that lead and then blew it, it was a lot of Jokic and Russell Westbrook going like ISO back-to-back possessions and both making some good plays and then mostly bad plays, like Jokic making bad plays straight up.
Yeah. Because he has to do so much. And
Exactly.
And what we know about Jokic, like that's not the game. He don't want to be shooting 15 threes a game or like, that's not what he likes to do. Like he wants to get everybody involved. And I mean, like Aaron Gordon, their best defender too, like, we got Anthony Davis out tonight. But again, Weisberg in the chat saying Zeke Naji getting big minutes. Like that's like who?
But I promise you guys, by the end of the season, Jokic's stat line will look like 2K.
Crazy.
It's going to look like 2K. It's going to be like 29, 12, 14. It's going to be insane. It's going to be. And then he's going to lose the MVP.
But it's going to be okay.
It's crazy, right?
OKC Russell Westbrook after Kevin Durant left.
100%. But like doubled. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like legit, not not Enes Kanter boxing out so Russ can get his 10th rebound of the game.
Definitely not.
Real quick, back to Vuvuzela's, who's saying, do you see the Hornets getting some big soon? I can't remember if we talked about this in the chat. Who do you think started at center the last Charlotte Hornets game?
It wasn't the dude from Jamaica? Mark
Williams?
It wasn't him?
No, he's hurt. He's been missing
He's
some time.
hurt. Oh shit. I know they don't have Kai no more because he's on the Clippers.
Right.
Who is their backup center?
All right, I'm gonna give you a hint. He's closer to AARP than he is to college.
Wow.
Tibbs loves him.
Taj Gibson?
Taj Gibson.
No way, bro. Is that for real?
Yeah, Mark Williams and Nick Richards were both out, and then they have Grant Williams sometimes playing some 5. Taj got the start.
They have Grant Williams at the 5.
Yeah, who's throwing hip checks at Jason Tatum lately,
that's
ruining the last
crazy.
friendships he's got left.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Vuvuzelas, I think Mark Williams is gonna be back soon, and then hopefully you're okay. It's a lot of LaMelo, the 5th oldest player in the league.
Yeah,
we gotta get LaMelo out of there.
You're not watching Hornets to watch anything other than LaMelo.
We gotta get him out of there.
Seriously.
Yeah.
LaMelo, and hey, put some respect on Trey Mann's name. I love Trey Mann now.
Trey Mann is he's a baller.
He's wearing
he's a bad boy. He's a bad boy.
the thickest headband I've seen in like a decade. He's just like all the way across. I'm here for it. There you go, Vuvuzelas. That's a full minute on the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah. Honestly, good. Thank you, Vuvuzelas, because now that I'm hearing all these injury updates and seeing that they play the Pistons, I might throw a little action on that.
There you go. You ready? It's Jalen Duren overs tonight.
Ooh,
you tell me Taj Gibson's gonna cover Jalen Duren?
Is Jalen Duren gonna cover Jalen Duren?
That is the better question. That is the better question.
Dude, I will say Jalen Duren fits that category of people that I've seen in real life that are crazy. Like he looks wild. Yeah, like he just huge. You know, like just insane professional athlete, like straight out of the movies.
For sure.
All right, we got to do. I'm excited for this. We've got Vince Carter has some incredible moments getting inducted into the Raptors, like Ring of Honor, or We the North, or Tim Hortons Hall of Fame, whatever they're calling it. And he celebrated. Drake is there because he's got to be. And then the DeMar Drake nonsense ensues, which I actually appreciated how DeMar handled it afterwards. I don't take it away though. Where do you guys want to go with it?
I think Drake is disrespectful.
Yeah.
Take your L like a man. Take your L like every single other human being in the world. But what DeMar DeRozan, we could say for more than 5 years, the Raptors were DeMar DeRozan. We could all agree. If you know ball, he was putting up numbers. He was putting up game winners. He was banging it on motherfuckers. Don't say you're going to take his shit down because he was in a music video. Bro, this is real shit. If I'm from California and the biggest artist from California, we could all agree right now is Kendrick Lamar. If he told me pull up for the video and you mentioned me, I will pull up. I'm from the same spot he's from. We both from Compton. Don't act like a big baby, bro. If you know ball, which I'm assuming right now, Drake doesn't. Don't ever say anything disrespectful for what he's done for your franchise. Yeah. He was, bro, whether you want to talk about him getting swept by LeBron, getting slapped by LeBron, he was making y'all first seed, second seed. I don't remember when they was the 4th seed. Real shit with DeMar and Kyle. Don't ever say anything crazy like that. You corny, bro. Just take your loss. You got out-rapped. If I lost one-on-one to somebody, right? I ain't gonna be a baby about it. I'm gonna go to the gym and practice the free throws. You feel me? Do little drills. You feel me?
Some drills.
Nah, for real. He's corny for that. That's so disrespectful if you actually enjoy the sport of basketball. You know what I'm saying to an extent?
Yeah, no, 100%. I just feel, I don't know, Justin, you go before I say something dumb.
No. I agree with what Steve is saying. It's like, what are you doing? It's a clown move. Are you looking tough on the sideline? You're on the broadcast like, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna take his banner down. Get out of here,
He's corny.
Listen, if I'm Drake, Diddy threw you the lifeline of all time. You were just taking L after L, and then all of the Diddy stuff dropped, and then nobody was talking about Drake anymore. Right? All of that stuff went away. You just lay low, man. Just lay low. Yeah. Avoid the L's. Let everybody else scoop up those L's around you. You know, And then you do something funny. You do like a funny bit with DeMar a year from now, and everybody's like, "Oh man, that's what's beautiful about this game." You know, that's how you do it. But instead,
100%.
you like. That's why I liked when DeMar was like, "Yeah, go climb up and get it. It's a tall climb or whatever. Like he's gonna actually go up in the rafters. Like, and they should do a poll. You know how the Raptors fans are doing a poll, like should they put Vince Carter's jersey up there because Vince quit on the team, but like he also did so much for Toronto basketball. Do the Raptors fans want Drake there right now?
Fuck no.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck no. Let's keep it real. Those allegations is insane. We don't want you. We don't want you around the arena. You get what I'm saying, bro? Just stay at your crib, bro.
Also, don't bring those loser vibes over here, man. We trying to rebuild. We trying to
stay away from Grady Dick.
hey! Look at his last 4 games.
Dude, no jokes. Grady Dick is balling. He's averaging like 22.
He's going crazy. He's going crazy.
He put up 2 30 balls back to back and then followed it with like 27 and 26. He's out here.
He's out here. He's out
looking goofy. Just
Raptors have turned into a league pass team. They're like fun to watch. They're gonna lose, but they are fun. They're fun.
100%.
I threw that clip in our private chat, but I don't know if you've seen it. But it's Vince Staples. Some people mentioned this in last week, but Vince Staples telling you. Talking to Hannibal Buress, and it's about like, yeah, you don't want to, like, for real, you don't want to mess with DeMar.
Is it just the last 20 seconds?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let's do it. I think that's enough time that we can get away with still potentially monetizing the video. All right, here we go. Let's see it here.
Flex. You think DeMar is erratic?
Oh man.
We'll talk about this later.
Oh yeah.
He's from Compton, right?
Respect DeMar DeRozan. That's all I gotta say. I'm just waiting for somebody to try that.
Shit, you mean it's about DeMar DeRozan? Your foot is shaking.
Oh man, it's gonna get crazy.
What?
Yeah. For sure. That's why he handled that situation the way he handled it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He knows. Yeah, he knows there's no threat.
Yeah. Drake didn't even say what he said to his face. He said it like you ever seen Friday? Yeah, when Debo not here, I'm gonna talk shit. But when he's here, I'm gonna stay quiet. That's what he did, bro. He didn't really say it.
Did you see? That's exactly what DeMar posted to his Instagram story.
You lie.
No, I swear to God. I swear to God, that's what he posted.
I don't be on social media like that, so I didn't know.
I know you don't. So he posted that exact clip.
That's great.
That's really what he did, though. You're not about your business, bro. Bro. Everybody on planet Earth takes L's, bro. You feel me? Yeah. Messi missed shots. Kobe missed shots. Jordan missed shots. Drake, bro, just go to Turks and Caicos and get some like tequila. Just hit your Ozempic pill, your pen. Be with some girls. Don't care, bro. You lost is cool, but don't disrespect someone that put your city on the map, bro. When it comes to basketball, he did that, bro. Come on.
It also is just super main character energy. Like, why? I don't need to, I keep thinking of like not that 9/11 bit where like, let's check in with Ja, we don't need to hear from Drake on this. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in Drake's. I mean, I get that he's a big Toronto You know what? Well, no, that was weird because I was about to compare myself to Drake. That's not what I was trying to do. But I was like, nobody's checking in with local celebrities when a team does well. Nobody cares. No, Drake, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. You just got too much Wahlberg energy in him. Just go away for a little bit. Like relax.
For sure.
God. All right, good. Same page, guys.
Yeah. He's horrible, but shout out DeMar, man. Shout out DeMar.
All right. I know we did the 2 points make a line. Let's do the drop though, so we're ready.
Detroit basketball. Detroit basketball. You better
All right, here we go, Justin. Take it away, baby.
Let's go. 2-game winning streak. Did you see that? Did you see the Lakers getting blown out and then they tried to come back and still couldn't manage it? Did you see JJ Redick walking off the court immediately after the buzzer because he's too tight that the Pistons washed him? Huh? Did you see that? Do you see Jaden Ivey playing good? Just professional basketball.
Yes.
All right, getting to the lane, making shots, not playing behind a guy who is literally not playing professional basketball at this moment. A dude who is on his couch like we are. All right, this is beautiful. And yeah, is Cade Cunningham throwing passes to nobody most of the times? Yes, I think he's averaging like 6 turnovers a game. And I'm telling you, on Sunday they looked bad, but he's getting to the lane. Okay. He's doing that little spin move in the lane. He's getting his stuff off. Malik Beasley is gunning, but you know what? Nobody could shoot last year. So I don't give a shit. Let him and Tim Hardaway, who also on Sunday spent half the game up coaching. And you know what? I'll take it. Coach the Pistons and then go over to Ann Arbor and help the Wolverines.
That was the best moment. If there was anything, hey, was it worth it to go see Nets Pistons for $80 on a Sunday during the New York City Marathon? The answer is yes, and here's why. Malik Beasley checks into the game, immediately goes 1 for 7 from 3, almost instantly, after Tim Hardaway Jr., I think, was already 0 for 4 from 3. And then after Malik Beasley missed one, they were like checking the ball out, and Tim Hardaway Jr. is behind him, slapping him on the ass. And you could tell he was saying, keep shooting, baby. Shooter's going to shoot. And it just all came together in that moment where it is the Spider-Man meme of like, they are the same guy. It's like they're not allowed to play at the same time. When Malik checks in, Tim checks out, and they just catch and go. Like they know it's just a black hole. There's no passing that happens. And it was awesome to see in person. But they, similar to Toronto, Detroit's fun though. Like that's what you want. This is exactly what you want. Win some games, lose a bunch of competitive games. Find out what your young guys have.
Let me ask you this, both of you guys. So AD is hurt. Mm-hmm. Do you think JJ is a big enough nerd that he could flip this? Because to me, like AD was playing like, well, you got to put my name in the MVP conversation. Sure. You have to. Like, that's how he was playing. So it's like, I don't really know if he got any more pieces if he's out. I don't know how long he's out for, by the way.
I think it'll probably just be tonight. I think he just got ruled out. I think it was he almost played tonight. So
so it's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But you're right.
Yeah. He rolled it. I think he not even rolled an ankle. I think he just kind of like landed weird on it at the end of the game.
Okay. So it's nothing crazy.
My guess too is if it was the playoffs, like he probably goes. Like it's one of those things where they're like, we don't need to do it yet. But yeah, man, we're like Jackson Hayes, baby, unleash Jackson Hayes. That would be their move. Like I don't
professional NBA player right now, Jackson.
Wait, it's not a backup for him? Is it too soon? Is it not? All right, my apologies.
Wait, the LA connection, the Dalton Connect.
I heard they was gonna waive him. That's what I heard. But
wait, Dalton Connect?
No. That's the shooting guard, right?
Though, yeah. I don't know.
Is he a 3?
The rookie.
Yeah, the rookie.
Yeah.
Jackson Hayes, I heard some shit he did was on TMZ, and he might.
That's
what I heard. But
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
My bad, guys.
No, you're right. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, there's an investigation going on. That's an incident that was like public 3 years ago.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's not ideal.
No,
especially when you're playing the 4 for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Well, hey man, it's Los Angeles, and right now, with Shohei, they giving it up to Japan, so it's Rui time, baby.
It is.
We got to do the Japanese people are tuning into LA sports.
Rui, let's go.
I got bad news. Rui Hashimura ruled out tonight.
Damn.
He's sick. I think he's sick.
Ooh.
They got Christian Koloko, baby. Koloko. That's who they have.
Wait, is Christian Wood still there?
Yeah.
Wait, Christian Wood's on the Lakers?
Yeah, but he hasn't played yet this season. I think he's hurt. I think it was like a player option. And he was like, I will be opting in. Like,
Can I come clean with y'all?
yeah.
Christian Wood was gonna be ain't shit when we all went to Vegas. Yeah, just chill. We took a lift with a dude that told us the whole backstory for Christian Wood. And at that point, I knew, oh, this guy ain't shit. He gonna be ass.
Wait,
Yo,
what?
Jesse, you know what I'm talking about? Though? You know what I'm talking about? when you said
yeah,
laughing?
Mike, you were in that. Yeah, because
Mike
Mike,
Z
you were
was
already
there.
at. You were.
Mike Z
already-
was
This
at
is
the
when we.
spot.
When we did our live show, you were already at the venue. Yeah, we took an Uber from Summer League, right? We took it from the Summer League game. 'cause
Yes.
Yeah.
we were missing Wemby's
Wemby.
first game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we were going to do the live show that we did for the Caps. And yeah, man, this Uber driver, if you believe him, he discovered Christian Wood.
Yeah, for real. Yo, for this is real shit, Mike. This is real shit.
He would call in. He was like, I was talking to the coach. When he said that, he meant he was a weekly caller to the coach's radio station that they have to do.
No.
You know, if you've ever been to a college town and the college coaches have a radio station, he was like, yeah, I was telling you, you got to put that Christian Wood kid in, and you know he's dumb as hell. Basically, he
Yeah,
was
right.
calling him dumb, but he can play basketball. I think he's called misguided, but he was calling him dumb in a nice word.
For sure. For sure. That's when I knew it was a backup for him.
Yeah, I mean, there were like 3 consecutive years where they were like, you know who's going to be a problem this year? Christian Wood with the Rockets, Christian Wood with the Mavericks, Christian Wood with the Lakers. It's like
Christian Wood with the
yeah,
business.
Christian Wood with the business. Actually, that's the only place he was a problem. I feel like he put up good numbers with Detroit.
Hey, look, you try to figure out what. Hey, look, I think this is actually the. All right, fuck it. Just let Bronny and Bron play together. Whatever. Everybody out. Throw Bron's old ass at center. Bronny at point guard.
And nobody else. They only 2 guys on the floor.
Yo, JJ said you got me this job, bro. So I'm gonna do you a favor. Yeah, let your whack ass son do some bullshit for like 3 minutes, bro.
Yeah, I mean the real answer is you're getting. I hope you like Jared Vanderbilt minutes.
Yeah. I hope you like the grit and grind of Austin Reeves. Like, you know who's doing D'Angelo Russell. He's like, you know how many shots just opened up for tonight? No Anthony Davis. Cisco,
Yeah.
baby, he's gonna get me up there getting those triples.
Yeah, bro, we gotta get D'Lo out of LA, man.
Yeah, we do.
We gotta
We
get
could.
D'Lo to somewhere
who's
low
saying-
stakes.
You know who's saying the same thing? LeBron.
LeBron looking at JJ like, yo, what can we flip him? And JJ's like, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
All right, let's close with this. Not necessarily this quote, but it did remind me. We've got Valerian. That's funny. We've got the Warriors taking on the Boston Celtics tonight in Boston. First time Jason Tatum squares off against nemesis Steve Kerr after not playing him in the Olympics. Warriors like look? We didn't talk about them tonight. They're like 6-1.
Yeah.
They're like winning games. Granted, they've beaten mostly G League teams, but do we think Tatum goes out for like 35 and 10 tonight?
I just want y'all to know. Maybe earlier today, I listened to a podcast, Jeff Teague's podcast, with Jason Tatum, showing he has a personality. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Oh, word?
Jason,
Yeah?
yo, he said the N-word maybe 6 or 7 times. This is real. Yo, I swear to you.
He let the
said,
St. Louis out? Okay.
yo, he said the N-word, and he not only did he defend Nelly, he defended Freddie Gibbs. Once I heard him defend Freddie Gibbs, oh, this is not the same Tatum we know.
You think
This is
he
not
was
the same Tatum we know. He's
You think
gonna score 50.
You think he was trying to connect with white Boston Celtics fans?
He's like, hey, it's a win-win. Everybody will love it.
Oh, Mike Z, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's too crazy.
You know what's funny? I haven't listened to the podcast, but I saw Freddie Gibbs tweet about Tatum today, and I was like, "What's going on?" Like I didn't know.
Because not Tatum. My apologies. Teague's friends was trying to violate Freddie Gibbs, and Tatum really goes, "Yo, bro, chill out." Yo, y'all don't have any other artists from your city. Why you trying to violate him? Like, yo, relax. And I thought that was a respectable thing from Tatum.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's cool. But he's a different man. He's a different man. He's taking L's differently.
Yo, hey, Drake, take note. Take note.
For sure.
You know what I really want though? Like, be about it, man. Hey, everybody, all eyes are on you. You put 60 on him. Put 60 on him. Put yourself number one in the MVP race. I want no mercy. Look, yeah, the Warriors are doing good, but is Steph playing?
Yeah, he's
Is
back.
he?
He is back.
Oh, Steph is playing?
Yeah,
Okay.
and no
Oh,
minute,
yeah.
no. He came back last game, but was on a minute restriction. No minute restriction tonight.
Okay, hell yeah.
But
So, like-
dude, the Celtics feel different. I know Jaylen Brown's out though; he's gonna miss a couple weeks. But they feel different. Like there's like a little on Tatum and Brown specifically. There's like a little stink on them. You know what I mean? Like they got some FU energy. Like we belong here now. I'm enjoying watching Tatum right now.
Yeah, that kind of energy could go either way, though. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like, I feel like for Tatum, that could go very up.
Mhm.
But for like someone like Jaylen Brown, that could go down very, very quickly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You mean wearing sunglasses for the whole Hot Ones episode? Is that what you mean?
we gotta, somebody talk to Jaylen, bro. Somebody from Cali call him and be like, yo, cuz, you looking crazy right now. We're like, yo, relax.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Because I haven't watched the Celtics this year. I'm gonna be honest. Who the hell is Nehemias Queta?
Oh, the pride of Portugal, baby. The pride of Portugal. I only know he's Portuguese because there's somebody who, Marco Marquez, who watches the show, is from Portugal. And he, last season, every season, was like, how's my guy Nehemias projecting? And I'm like, he's not, man. He's not. But Joe Mazzulla, fresh off of watching the town and saying some crazy shit, is pressing. He's playing Nehemias out there. He's been good. He's been like freaky athletic out there, just jumping around. They giving Al Horford some rest. He's looking good.
Hey, man.
Okay.
Shout out Portugal. Shout out Portugal.
Shout out. And hey, look, before we get out of here, I know I've done my share of hating on Boston, but you know what? I think I like Joe Mazzulla. I think he's crazy in the right way. And everything he says is a little too much. And I love that. I love that he's a basketball psycho.
I have a hot take, and I don't think you guys would agree with me. Joe Mazzulla is a combination of all three of us.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Well, I wonder if these takes collide, because I was going to say, if we found out 5 years from now, that Mazzulla was like microdosing cocaine while he was coaching, how surprised would you be?
And are you surprised that out of us three, wouldn't we be doing the same thing?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. He's us three combined. If we did,
I like
Dragon Ball
that.
Z when they did the fusion dance,
Yeah.
it's like if we all did it, Joe will pop up.
Just like like Weisberg just pointed out in the chat, like, just going on a radio show and out of nowhere, just like, I think we should bring back fighting. Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
They do it in other
yeah.
sports. Why would he say that? Well, there's no reason.
There's no way I wouldn't say that if I was a coach. I would definitely say that.
I saw, not to pump tweets, I saw a tweet from I think it was the Pope, where it was like, the saints are precious pearls and are always living and relevant because they provide a fascinating commentary on the gospel. Their lives are an illustration of the good news that Jesus brought to humanity. And I quote tweeted that saying, Joe Mazzulla in between the first and second quarter or whatever. Like, there's no quote you could come up with. He's just like cocaine Mad Libs. Like, he just
Yeah, for
anything.
sure.
You're just like, yeah, dude, that Joe Maz, baby. He knows.
Cocaine Mad-Libs, that's what we're calling them from now on.
Yeah,
Their story name is not Joe. Cocaine Mad.
Cocaine
I mean,
Mad Libs.
I think we hit the name of the episode
Yeah,
portion of the
For
pod.
sure.
Yeah,
sure.
Cocaine Mad Libs. Oh man, this is good. Good to be back, fellas. Good to see you guys.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Anything else we gotta get off our chest here before we wrap up?
Zach Edey, let's go. John Morant, you looking like a video game. I respect it. Get some more W's
Yeah,
because he's much watched television right now.
totally.
He's
agree.
insane. That layup
This,
twice,
dude,
that was twice.
I found out in our group text that happened twice.
No, bro, he's
I had
crazy.
no idea.
360 layup, just insane. An insane play for one game to do it twice in a
Twice.
game.
He threw an alley-oop from his ass, and we like already forgot about it.
Yeah, bro. I'm serious. I hope they get like a decent seed in the playoffs. I'm
Yeah,
serious.
I do too, man.
Yeah.
Also, I'm glad you're on board because when we were doing our preview show, you were like, "Did you see what they tweeted out for their starting five?"
Because that shit was crazy. Don't lie. The starting five was crazy.
I mean, that's it. Marcus Smart's played like 9 minutes of basketball, I think. This
super
season.
sub. The super
Yeah.
sub. The
Super-
Carlos
yeah.
Tevez of the NBA. He's
The
Carlos
Carlos
Tevez. Let me chill. Let me not disrespect. Let me chill. Let me
Yo,
chill.
what a pull!
Let me
That's-
chill. Let me chill.
That's like FIFA 06 legend.
For sure.
Carlos Tevez. That's so good. Yeah, and as we wrap up here too, Weisberg was letting us know he's going to be over on Playback for some Celtics Warriors. I'm sure they'll bounce around a bunch too. So if you guys want to watch along for the game, we also, if you don't have League Pass, we usually have some VIP subs. So if you want to watch along, go check that out. That'll be a good time. Let's see. Are we back next week? Yeah,
Yeah. I'm
Wednesday?
off. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, Steve, get us out of here, man.
You just listen to 89 Cavs, the best basketball podcast in the world. That's Mike. That's Justin. May all your endeavors go well, and may all your jump shots be wet like water. Stay up like a hard dick. You heard me.